Previously on The Silent Bride. Akua is a beautiful young woman. She was getting married to Kofi in a small African village. However, Akua had a unique characteristic. She was completely silent. She decided not to utter a word to anyone for some past year, not even her parents or fiancé. As the wedding day approached, the villagers were filled with curiosity and anticipation, wondering if Akua would finally break her silence on her special day. The stage is set, and everyone is waiting with bated breath. Will she speak? Relax and watch this to the end to find out what really happened. The priest raised his hands, ready to begin the wedding. Everyone got quiet. This was it. The air felt thick. Hearts beat fast. The town hall glowed with colors. Red, yellow, and green cloth hung everywhere. The smell of spicy soup filled the air. Akua stood next to Kofi, her dress shining like a star. The villagers clapped and cheered, but their eyes stayed on her. Would she talk today? The priest began the wedding words. We gather to join Akua and Kofi, he said, his voice booming. Akua looked at Kofi and smiled. Her heart was happy, but her lips stayed closed. She wanted to say something, anything, but her voice hid deep inside. Why wouldn't it come out? Kofi squeezed her hand. I love you, he whispered. Akua nodded, her eyes wet with tears. The villagers leaned closer. She's still quiet, whispered little Jumo. The drums stopped. Everyone waited. The big moment was coming. The priest kept talking. Love is strong, he said. It doesn't need words. Akua liked that, but the village didn't agree. They wanted her voice. They wanted a surprise. Her silence felt like a locked box, and they were dying to open it. Mama Tola nudged old man Musa. She'll talk soon, I feel it, she said. Musa shook his head. She's too quiet. The kids giggled, making bets. Maybe she'll sing, said Lila. Or shout, said Benji. Akua heard them and felt shy. What if she couldn't? The priest raised his hands. Now, Kofi and Akua will be one, he said. The room got silent. Akua's heart beat loud. She looked at Kofi, then at the crowd. Something was building inside her. What was it? Kofi smiled big, his teeth white and bright. Akua loved his smile. It made her feel safe. The priest asked, Kofi, do you take Akua as your wife? Kofi said, yes, loud and clear. The village cheered. Now it was Akua's turn. The priest turned to her. Akua, do you take Kofi as your husband? Silence. Everyone held their breath. Akua opened her mouth, but nothing came out. She nodded instead. The priest smiled, but the villagers frowned. Why won't she talk? Whispered Momaya. Akua felt their stares. Her hands shook. She wanted to please them, but her voice was stuck. Kofi hugged her. It's okay, he said. But was it? The tension grew thicker. The priest kept going. Love is a gift, he said. Akua listened hard. She felt a strange tickle in her throat. Was it her voice? She wasn't sure. The villagers watched her every move. They wanted magic. They wanted something big. Kids started whispering. She's going to do it, said Lila. No, she won't, said Benji. The air buzzed with excitement. Akua's mom wiped a tear. Her dad looked proud but worried. They all loved her, but her silence made them nervous. What was she hiding? The priest smiled. Now, I will join them, he said. The moment was here. Akua felt hot. Her heart raced. Something was coming. She could feel it. The sun shone through the windows. The room felt alive. Akua stood tall, her dress swaying. Kofi held her hand tight. The priest lifted his book. With these words, "You'll be husband and wife," he said. The village got quiet again. Akua's mind spun. She saw her mom's hopeful face. Her dad's kind eyes. The kids' big grins. She wanted to make them happy. But her silence felt like a heavy rock. Could she lift it? She didn't know. Her throat tickled more. Kofi whispered, "You're perfect." Akua smiled, but her heart pounded. The priest was almost done. The big moment was seconds away. What would she do? The priest's voice grew loud. "By the power of love," he started. Akua felt the tickle turn into a bubble. It rose up, pushing at her lips. She looked at Kofi, then at the crowd. Their eyes were wide, waiting. Mama Tola clutched her hands. "This is it," she hissed. Old man Musa leaned forward. The kids stopped giggling. Even the birds outside went quiet. Akua's silence had them all trapped. They needed something, anything, to happen. The priest paused. "I now pronounce you," he said. Akua's bubble burst. She couldn't hold it back. Akua opened her mouth wide. Out came a funny sound, a loud, silly voice. She started acting like old man Musa, waving her arms and making a grumpy face. "I'm the elder, listen to me," she said in his voice. The village froze. Then they laughed hard. Kofi's jaw dropped. Akua kept going, hopping around like Musa chasing kids. Tears ran down faces from laughing. "She's talking," yelled Lila. "No, she's funny," shouted Benji. Akua's silence was gone, replaced by joy. "But how? Why now?" The priest laughed too. "Well, that's new," he said. Akua winked at Kofi. Her heart felt light. But what did this mean? The laughter shook the walls. Mama Tola fell off her chair, giggling. Old man Musa roared, "That's me." Kids rolled on the floor. Akua's funny act was better than anyone dreamed. She finished with a big bow, and the clapping was loud like thunder. Kofi grabbed her hands. "You're amazing," he said, laughing. Akua smiled, her eyes shining. She didn't talk more, but her act said everything. The village couldn't believe it. The silent bride wasn't silent anymore, at least, not in her heart. The priest wiped his eyes. "Your husband and wife," he said. Cheers exploded. But one question stayed. Why had she waited so long? The party started fast. Drums banged, and people danced. Akua and Kofi toured together, smiling big. The village forgot their questions for now. They just wanted to celebrate. Everyone ate and laughed. Kids ran to Akua. "Do it again," they begged. She shook her head, smiling. Her silence was back, but it felt different now. Warm. Happy. The village loved her more than ever. "She's magic," said Mama Ya. But was there more to her story? Night fell. Stars twinkled. People sang songs and shared stories. The village buzzed with joy. "She's not just quiet, she's funny," said old man Musa, still chuckling. Akua's act had changed everything. Then, a shadow moved. A tall man stepped into the light. His face was strange, old and serious. No one knew him. He stared at Akua, his eyes sharp. The singing stopped. A heart skipped. Who was he? What did he want? The village went quiet. Akua lifted her head. Just as the priest pronounced them husband and wife, Akua suddenly had a new mystery.